Right, as we are alive and kicking, let's get going. Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to the Wednesday Waffle. If you're new here, please subscribe, give us a like, and find out what is going on. That is a bright light. So I film this live every week, but I stream live on Instagram and TikTok most of the time. But I'm a bit, as you can tell, in a different location. So I am in a BP garage forecourt by Stansted Airport tonight. It's been quite a long day. It's been a long couple of days. It's been a long week. It's been a long month. But here we are. So why am I in a forecourt in by Stansted Airport? I've been up today with a man called James Martin to go on his podcast, as well as went to go visit my mum briefly, went to go dropping on my gran and an old friend Nigel, so that's why I'm here, and it went on a little bit at just everything dragged on a little bit. Everything, as these things always do, I just can't bloody help myself. I get nattering, and then before you know it, the day is done. Good evening all. So this is the Wednesday Waffle. It's the time, it's the point in the week when I tell everyone what I've been getting up to. It feels like really bloody up close and personal there, doesn't it? I've got Pickle Rick with me as well, which helps, doesn't it? I wonder if I can put you over here somewhere. No, maybe I'll just stop and just be happy that you're here. I feel like I'm in your face. So yeah, so what's been going on this last week? It's been a difficult week. Let me just put it that way. I've been all over the show. So when I was last here speaking to you last Wednesday, I was in Newquay. Right now I'm at Stansted Airport. Tomorrow I'm going to Wales, and today I've been to Chelmsford. If the lady that I saw at the side of the A12 today, I hope you managed to get fueled up and back on the road, but that's that. So what's been going on? You know, it isn't always straightforward. Self-funding and running a fully British made business, and this is what you're all here to find out about. So it's been it's been a tough old week. So we recently, finally on Friday, finalised our first year-end accounts and got them submitted. Wow, Zaruni, hurrah, hurrah. For me, that has been a big learning experience. Yeah, there's just so much that goes into it, understanding above and below the line, and it's, if there's people listening that understand that, then bloody, I did not a couple of months ago. A couple of months ago, I'd never heard the phrases, and then just the last sort of month, I've been learning exactly what it means and the importance of where stuff is categorised. So it's, you know, as this has just been a steep learning curve, did I realise it could get steeper? No, I didn't, but hey, I'm here. So yeah, and then Saturday we were supposed to be going out to a point, and like the week before where nobody got back to me and I just rocked up and it had been cancelled, this week I says, right, look, I'm definitely going to get hold of these people. I'm not giving up until I speak to someone. And then when I finally managed to find a phone number from somebody, I got told that they'd emailed me already to tell me that I couldn't go because they were full up. Now that is frustrating because they didn't email me back. And had they not told me that, I would have just rocked up, having drove 2 hours on a Saturday morning. But you know, it's frustrating, but a lot of these things are. So instead, me and Ruth decided to go and do a night shoot around Windsor and Eton. So we got out in the evening and got some sort of nice spring, summer, evening-y type vibe videos, which we've edited and got a few out, etc, and that's been really good. And then Sunday, Ruth is watching, and I can't actually remember what we did. I think we went out and packaged orders and processed stuff. I'm not 100% sure. I think we did our sort of sales event for stock that's slightly damaged, that's been from moving round. So we did that live sort of travel stock clearance event, which was pretty cool, and that helped us out quite well. Live sales event, yeah, baby girl. So yeah, and then Monday, you know, what a bloody tough day that was. Well, it was up and down. So we went up, we had some issues with some of the initial quarter zips that we went up to just get rectified, looked at and sorted out, because it's all about this, you know, British made quality, but equally it's the attention to detail which has made us you know, sort of grow so quickly, and you know, ignoring even the slightest little bits, you know, that just leads to failure. So we spent the day up at Birmingham. We've been having a bit of back and forth with our solicitors in the sale and purchase of our house, or sale of my house and the purchase of mine and Ruth's first house together. It's just like with these things, there's so many people that need to talk to each other, and it's just, it's frustrating to say the very least. The people we're buying from are ready to like exchange contracts, and my bloody sale, it just could not be moving slower if it wanted to. It could be going in reverse for all I care. I don't want it to though. But yeah, so that's that. So that's been quite frustrating. But we did go and actually drive and see the property. So I actually got to go and see the house that that Ruth went to view when I was in Scotland. I viewed it on FaceTime, to be fair. So I had seen it and I'd seen pictures of it, but I actually got to go and look in it, which was really nice. It was a much needed pick me up, to be honest. Tuesday, got up, started sorted some orders, went for a run in the morning, and then went and met a guy called Mike in the evening, who has been helping me sort of start getting some like systems set into the business. So Trello being one, Pipe Drive, and then like an AI background agent that can do stuff behind me while I'm sleeping. I don't really necessarily understand it greatly, but it like tracks things and does things. So yeah, reminds me when to do things. Yeah, yeah, they're coming out on Friday. Is that the 30th? 30th next Friday, something like that. 7 o'clock on the 30th. These are going to be going live on the website. Not as many as we'd like. We hope we're going to have about 35 or 45 or something, but it's probably going to be about 15, and then another week later about another 10 or so. So don't get left wanting, is all I'll say. So yeah, so that was Tuesday, talking about the Mike helping me from Sough Van. Absolute massive shout out to them. Massive shout out to Mark Crawley Photography. Check him out. Big up. What we're doing here, buddy? What's a Wednesday Waffle? So Wednesday Waffle, Mac, is when I tell everyone what I've been getting up to Wednesday to Wednesday in the business. So it's basically an idea that I stole from my fiance. She does it with her girlfriends back home. They give each other a little update what they've been up to this week. So I stole that idea. I borrowed it. I'm just using it. It's really nice. I will give it back. And I talk about what I've been doing since last Wednesday through to this Wednesday. It's so people can see what's it take to grow a business like this. What does it take to run it? Currently, Mac, I'm sat in the BP garage forecourt by Stansted Airport recording this because I've been on the road all day. So that is the Wednesday Waffle, which leads us very nicely on to today, which is Wednesday. So today I was invited down. I was invited down quite a few weeks ago to come on Entrepreneur Conversations with James Martin, and I met him today, and I think, you know, I've got a good friend there for life. And I just love being around people that think like I do and understand it. And it was, it was the first person, Matt said it to me a couple of times, but like sat face to face in person, he looked at me and said, "You are an entrepreneur through and through." And it's I don't know. It's been a tough old bloody 15, 16, 17 months, whatever we're at now. I mean, you think our first sale was August 2014, but this started long before that, quite a few months before that. So it's, for someone of his sort of standing to sort of almost just acknowledge me, that was intense, to be honest with you. And it got, it was a real intense conversation. It actually got me like quite bloody, yeah, it hit me in the feels, put it that way. So that was like, it sapped a lot of mental energy out of me, that one, which is strange because that doesn't usually happen. And they had the most gorgeous cheese bloody scones. Oh my god, they were beautiful. And I'd had a sausage roll earlier on in the day, so to have that cheese scone, it just hit right with like lovely butter. Anyway, we're not here to talk about cheese scones and butter. So that was that, and I look forward to that one coming out. And it'll be a difficult one to watch for me at times. But yeah, it is what it is. And then so I set off then continued on up the road to go to my mum's to pick up some paperwork to do with the house sale, which I had to then take to Braintree, and then I'm setting off back. But I came across a lady on the the A12, right? There was a lady half in the slow lane, just half on the verge, holding up traffic, and basically, long story short, she'd run out of petrol and no one was stopping to help her. So I just pushed her off the verge, got her in the van, took her to the petrol station. But like, bless her cotton socks, like I felt pretty bad because she was like, "Oh, it's going to be terrible for you having to drive all the way up past to the next exit and then back down." And I kind of was like, "Look, I'm really sorry. I am like, I've got to go to like 3 more places tonight, and then I'm driving to Wales tomorrow, or near Wales. I can bring you here, but you'll have to just walk back the sort of, it was about 2 miles, but it was a bloody hell of a lot of distance onto the next proper, I don't know if you know the A12, but like, to get onto the other side in certain areas, like, and I felt bad for her, but I just thought, look, I can't just bloody help everyone. But yeah, she said she'd been sat there for like 20 minutes, and I just thought, why has no one in 20 minutes stopped to bloody... Anyway, whatever. But and then so went to saw mum, picked up the paperwork I needed, went to Braintree, dropped that off in the post box. But when the papers were that bloody important, putting them in the letterbox of the estate agents was a bit like, I was like, should I do this, shouldn't I do this, should I do this, shouldn't I do this? I don't know. But I did do it in the end, so yeah. And then that sort of brings me nicely on back to where I'm sat right here, right now, talking to you, which is the Stansted Airport BP garage. 179! Oh my god, that is mental. I suppose we are at the services, but this one isn't normally like motorway prices, and it's, wow, how are they getting away with this? There's no way the fuel here was in Iran when bloody, and I know it's like supply and demand, but my god. Right, that is tonight's Wednesday Waffle gang. thank you for those of you that tune in regularly. To those of you that are new, this is pretty much what you get. Just a bit of a rundown of what I get up to each week in the business. How am I growing this? How is it getting? Outstanding effort, dude. Grass is looking greener. Is it greener or is it just a different shade of... Yeah. No. Cool. Well, anyway, listen, thank you all for tuning in. These hats will be live on the 30th at 7 o'clock. We're hopefully restocking the Knightsbridges, which, due to some issues, we bloody took out of stock in the first couple of days. Absolute frustrating stuff. But yeah, let's go up cycling. Safe driving, mate. You take it steady. Hey, Ellis, how you doing, mate? Yeah, thank you, man. I've got about another hour and a half to go, and then I'll get back, and then I'm up. Way, Stock Duffy, Fairzy, flipping heck. I just drove past your old house about an hour ago. So yeah, no, thank you for tuning in, gang. Look forward to next week's Wednesday Waffle, which on my calendar, I think I should be at home next week. It's been a couple of weeks when I've either had to delay it, or I've been on the road, or been here, or been there, but I literally have basically done a... See you Friday, brother. Are we not meeting tomorrow, Jack? Oh my God, what have I bloody done? Right, I'm gonna call him. Good night all, God bless, and as always, God save the King. Thank you for tuning in. Please do like and subscribe and give us a little comment. I've just worked out, I think I don't have to drive to Wales tomorrow, so that'll be lovely if I don't. Well, it's Hereford, so Herefordshire, which is still Britain. Good night all, Matt. How you doing?